All these fine girls tryna sex me. Man, I try focus, she no let me. She be in my DM, she dey text me. She dey tempt me, she wanna come over. Say she wanna taste my sugar. Say the man sweet fast forward. And she no want no order, no order. Come over.
But you're so tell me the story that would have never been told.
But I choose to leave. When I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. They call me solo to feel my hello, hello. Why? When they see me in the mall, in the middle of a brawl, they spot me playing ball. Only my name they call. My role at my arrival. Ooh, now I'm on. She down funny, make you keep me company, she down funny, you turn me on. She down funny, baby keep me company, she down funny, as the thing don't.
What's up, guys? It's your boy ZeXzy right here in New York. Yeah, it's good to have you guys today on the live stream. Always a wonderful time being here with you. Just talking with you makes me happy. It's been a beautiful week, a little rainy, a little sunny, but it's very sunny outside today, so I'm glad. I always like it when the sun is out. It just means it's gonna be a beautiful, great day. I don't like gloomy days. I don't like days that are so dull and not bright. So it's always a beautiful day when the sun is out. So I welcome you guys once again to this live stream. I'm Z, the E, the X to the ZY, ZeXzy, Maple Grove Entertainment in the building, and we're here again to talk to you guys about the week, what we've been working on, journey so far. Woke up this morning, had to put in some exercise, calisthenics here and there, and felt good. Took my bath, had some food, and after this live stream, I'm gonna go grocery shopping for some African food, specifically Nigerian food. Everyone knows I like Nigerian food. I always love my Nigerian food. Healthy food, clean, great food. But today I'm going to be talking to you guys about, the journey so far, how I got back into music after losing my singing voice for years. As a kid in Benin, like I would always say, I wasn't really a music guy until my older brother started bringing music, CDs home. Then reggae music was like the biggest genre of music in Nigeria. So even if I felt like there was a lot of noise pollution in the house, with time I started to have some bonding with the music, and I started to like reggae music and all that. And pretty soon I joined the choir in school, and I was a high-pitched tenor singer. And thereafter, I lost my singing voice. Took me a whole lot of years being depressed, not being able to go for musical competitions because my vocals were terrible. But then I just kept fighting. At some point, I started rapping, and this was solely because I really couldn't belt out the melodies I had in my heart. So I kept on writing. So I would have like the melody I want in my brain, but I can't seem to belt it out. And it was so frustrating. Those were some of the darkest days of my life, and I'd wondered how I would ever get out of this, the doldrum I had found myself in, of depression. But with time, as soon as I started rapping and I just let go of the singing thing, I discovered that I started getting my healing back. gradually. Today I'll be able to sing a little, and then my voice gets blocked again for another 6 months, and then I can sing a little today, and then another 4 months before I can, it was very unstable for me. And all of this was because I had a condition called rhinitis, where one part of your nostril is blocked and the other side is open, and then after like 3 hours the other side is open and the other nose is shut. And this went on for so long. How that came to be, I can't really explain it. The doctors were using a lot of technical jargons that I I still find hard to explain to you today, but it was a very tough time for me as a musician. Then I started my 9 to 5 job after I finished my university. Um, that was because the music then required a lot of resources, required a lot of money. I wasn't signed to a label, and I didn't feel like my vocals were great enough to even begin with. So got a 9 to 5 job, started working. It was so boring because I couldn't stop the songs from coming. So from my 9 to 5 job, sometimes I get the courage, I put out a single, I save my salaries, I put them together, I drop a single. And the music industry is such a money consuming industry that you can put together 3 years salary and it would look like um, a grain of salt in the ocean. So it wasn't really resonating. But people would tell me, "Oh man, your songs are so good. Like you have great lyrical skills. You just need to be signed to a label, or you need to be affiliated with a huge artist back then in Nigeria, so you can get the ball rolling." So I kept on doing my thing, and I think the breaking point for me where I really decided to come back to music was during the pandemic. COVID came in 2020, and it was such a life-shifting event for the whole world, for everybody. For me personally, I was back in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, and there was also police brutality protests, protests against police brutality in Nigeria, and while protests were happening in Benin too, there was a bigger protest happening in Lagos, Nigeria, which is like one of the major commercial hubs in Africa. So I felt like I wanted to be part of that big one, and I also had a song then um, um, about Nigeria that I felt like was very telling of what was going on at the time, and I felt like, okay, this was the time for me to relaunch the song and try to push behind it. So picked up my bag. I mean, the whole world was in a lockdown anyway, so I wasn't going to work. So I picked up my bag. I came to Lagos. Or I went to Lagos rather. Stayed at my uncle's house. Shout out to my uncle, Uncle Aisweni and Auntie Ogochi Aisweni. They took me in without any hesitation. Beautiful family. I lived with them for, for a very long time because I just refused to go back. I joined the protest one of those days, and it was at Lekki roundabout, and I was there trying to perform and get my song heard by people. And luckily for me, my auntie called me and said, "Why don't you start coming home? It's getting late and all that." And I just felt like, okay, what am I still doing here anyway? I'm done with what I basically came to do, and I left, only to hear in the evening of that day that there was a shootout by the Nigerian army, and some people lost their lives. So it was a very sad day for Nigeria, because we just couldn't believe that our own law enforcement, our own army that is meant to protect us, would open fire on its own citizens. And yours sincerely could have been caught in that fire. But I'm just glad to be alive today, and that's why my music is not just for fun. I don't write songs only for or just about girls or just about partying and all that. I also try to use my music to chronicle the struggles of the average Nigerian. Even if I can't say I'm hungry, but I can't pretend not to know what is going on in my homeland or what is going on with the average Nigerian. And I think for us to have a good society, the middle class, even those that are not in the middle class that are way down there, everyone should be able to find job, everyone should be able to eat and should be treated equally under the law. So that's why I have songs like Comedy Government, Government Feast, because it is from that place of pain and annoyance for the way collectively, I won't just say the Nigerian government, because um, the responsibility and the onus is on every Nigerian. The way we've governed ourselves has been very, very terrible and hasn't been very good for the people. So it was a moment of reflection for the whole nation, because everyone was stunned that that could happen in front of um, cameras with people filming, and they opened fire and people lost their lives. Um, so I did a little video for Promised Land back then. There was still not much push because I wasn't signed to a label. So that was when I started meeting some folks, and I met with DJ Kublon, who produced like my really first professional song titled Throwaway. So I met him. We did some beats here and there, tried my hands on a couple of things, and before you knew it, we came up with an EP titled the Nahu EP, which was the first EP I ever dropped. But Throwaway was like the single that led that EP, and he did a masterful job on that song. Nice Caribbean impute, Afrobeat touch, African percussions with some pop touch. It was a great production, and it was a song that I enjoyed working on because um, it talked about relieving yourself of your stress, of your problems. Because, like I said, up till this point, I was very depressed because going to work, doing the things I didn't like, or it felt like every day felt like I was in a chokehold. And just being able to be in the vocal booth again, recording songs, was very liberating for me. And I wanted Throwaway to lead the songs in that moment, because I was basically saying that you need to let go of everything and just enjoy life. Because one question that brought me back to the music scene was, if COVID had been the end of the world and I'm standing before God and God asked me, "What did you do with the talent I gave you?" I would simply have squandered um, the opportunity I had been given to live in this world and to share my gift with the world, just because I had some obstacles that I couldn't really face up to. Um, so it was a time that I needed to get back on my feet, needed to know myself better, and just throw in everything I had, and and just do what I needed to do to get back on my feet. So after we did the song, I needed money to do the video, because then for you to get a good video done, you'll be looking at some cool millions of naira, and all the directors that I had in mind were charging so much. So my my elder brother in Canada had already, given me some money, because I was planning on actually emigrating from Nigeria. So I had that money in my account that I needed to use for my travel, and I put it into my music. I used it for my music video, because I told myself, look, if you can do this song and you become international, I mean, you're still gonna get invites to every part of the world anyway. And that was how I took that money that I was supposed to use to travel to Canada. I put it into the music video. I had not envisaged that if I needed to promote that song, it's going to take a lot of more money. So I threw in everything, I uploaded on YouTube, and the little I had left, I did some promotion, and all that money was gone. And I was stuck because I didn't know what to do. How was I to tell my brother that the money he gave me for something has been put into music? And now I'm not doing shows. I didn't have money to recoup what I had spent, and then, move my life forward from there. So I was stuck, and one of those days I had to send him the video and just say, "Oh, this is what I did," and he saw it. And I was like, "Wow, this is good." Well, how did you get the money? I had to explain. It was confession time, so I explained, and he took it really well. He's a great brother, and I really appreciate him for all that he has done for me. And then that was when we decided, like, okay, what do we do with this talent that you have? And he was like, okay, let's set up a record label. It's gonna be called Maple Grove Entertainment, and that was how Maple Grove Entertainment was born. And we've been pushing that since 20. That video dropped on YouTube January 2021. And ever since then, we've just been pushing and trying to get the brand out there. It hasn't been easy, but thanks to everyone behind the scenes that has been playing one or two roles to make sure I get to where I am right now. A lot of people have been involved in this process. Some are still with us, some are no longer working with us, but big shout out to everybody who's been part of the dream, part of putting ZeXzy out there and making sure that I stand on my 2 feet. So, ladies and gentlemen, right about now, let's check out my first official video that made it to MTV, Hip TV, Sound City, and was played all over Africa. This is Throwaway. Jamie, let's take it away.
Throw away, back and throw away. ZeXzy, throw away all your worries, throw away all your sorrows, throw away, back and throw away. This life not so panic. Some friends they can be satanic. Think me go give you headache. Cause life to do you film trick. You drive cheap Okada, you wear suit or agbada, you stay lucky or bagada. Hey, my brother, life is too short, oh. So live your life to thank God, oh. If only rich and get trouble. Life is hard but still bubble. Free yourself from pain, free yourself from pain, free yourself. My brother, live body, throw away. Free yourself from pain, free yourself from pain. Free yourself, my sister, live body, throw away, throw away, throw away, back and throw away.
It is finished. Opponent. ZeXzy. Yes, that was Troway, shot by none other than Unlimited LA. DX2 was in that video. He was the one who linked me up with DJ Kublon who produced the song with Unlimited LA. So yeah, that's another great guy that played a huge role when I just got to Lagos. Linking me up with people. So I thank all those guys for all they did back then. So we just kept on pushing the music. We kept on doing things and releasing singles. And then a call came that some people wanted me to come perform in America. I actually had some events too in Canada that same period, so there was like a clash of event schedule. So we were thinking, how do we make things work? Canada, US, but then we felt like, okay, since we were already in talks with Quavo's team, and we needed to come here and do some media runs on Quavo's anthem, and also we had a video that we wanted to do, so we just felt like, okay, let's do America first. So that was how I came to the US, 2023 July. So I came, we did all that we needed to do, started working on new singles, and ever since then, because we've just been working on the album, which is dropping in a couple of weeks. So we started working on some singles, and one of those singles that we decided that we wanted to show to the world as at that time was Leave, a song that just talked about my struggles and where I've been and how I have been working hard to overcome those struggles, and basically trying to let everyone know that, look, no matter where you are in life, there is always a ray of light somewhere in that dark tunnel, that can take you out of that place that you're in. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay depressed. You have to find ways to uplift yourself and just keep going, because that's all that you can do. If you're riding a bicycle, the only way to stay steady is to keep riding and keep pedaling. If you stop pedaling, that's when you fall. So it was a song that I needed to drop because I wanted to unload and just unpack all that was in my mind as at that time. So that was how we did Leave, and Leave happened to be the first video I'll be shooting in America, and it's also featuring none other than Versus. Versus is a Canadian rapper. I mean, he did justice to the rap on that song. Before, it was just straight pop and R&B, but when he took that verse and was just doing his thing, talking about his own personal experiences. First time my manager sent it to me to listen, I felt like, okay, yes, I think we have something great that we can share with the world, and the message is to let you know that you're not alone. Everyone goes through stuff, and but you have to keep pushing if you must get to your goal. Also, speaking of videos, guys, remember, we've been working on the Sit Down Pony video. I'm glad to let you know that by May 16th, that video will be dropping on YouTube. And finally you can get to see what we did in Nairobi, Kenya, for that video. Shot none other than Better Films and Maple Grove Media. So watch out for that video. Save the date, May 16th, next week, Friday. That video will be dropping. And you're going to be seeing all of the Indian moves like "Say that funny, make you keep me company, say that funny, It's gonna be a lovely one, and I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy it. So that's been my journey thus far. I'm still here. in America, and I've been working on my debut album titled Every Sound. It's going to be the most eclectic, the most diverse, the most controversial album of all time. Best believe that. So the beauty about this album is that it has songs from different genres, using different tones, different personalities. So it's like 20 musicians in one album, but all done by one person. It's going to be interesting. I believe you guys are going to enjoy it because it's not a boring album. We have pop, we have orchestra, we have jazz, we have Afrobeats, we have R&B, we have all genres of music, high life, rock, country, alternative music. Everything is there. So it's an album that you guys are going to enjoy, and I can't wait for you guys to listen and let me know what you feel about the album. But I think it's a great album. So thank you guys once again for joining this live stream. Until I see you again, it's your homeboy ZeXzy. Let's check out the video of Leave as we end this stream right now. Jimmy, take it away. ZeXzy.
I choose to live. I've watched time pass me by. Did all I had to do. Paid all the sacrifice. But nothing went as it should. My misery, yeah, it's shocking me. The Titanic is starting to sink. My enemies, yeah, they're stalking me. See them dragging me to breathe. But I choose to live. Oh, when I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. Oh, not gonna give in to life. I'd rather dream more. I choose to live.
Yeah, I choose to live, refuse to give up, although I'm losing it. Confused and abused up inside this music biz. A lunatic trapped in my brain. I wanna be a fugitive, elude the thinking that I'm not enough. It is torture. I go on the track, but damn it, that's somebody's daughter. I put on a persona, I'm not understood. It is awful. I'm an iceberg waiting for someone to look under the water, and that's deep. I fear if they find me, they might crash on a dark path. Somebody please turn on the light fast as the shadows dance to your heartbeat and deplete you. At least you keep them dancing. If the beat stops, they don't need to. The sequel is you get another shot, and so you choose to try and make the angels dance too. The shadows move aside and cohabit. I commit to fight, it's do or die. I commit to try, committing is more than just isn't worth it, and I said it before. Too many friends that are tortured as mental health is ignored, and the pain travels from you to your family's core. It'd be too late for you to see that you regret it for sure. I'll be the eyes if you're overwhelmed by the storm. I'll be your voice if you're losing all the strength in your chords. I'll be your legs to carry the weight on your shoulders. I'll be the ear, so tell me the story that would have never been told.
But I choose to live. Oh, when I'm empty inside, I'd rather rise and float. I choose to breathe. Not gonna give in to life. I'd rather dream more. I choose to breathe. I choose to live. I choose not to breathe. Oh, see me in the mall. In the middle of. She be calling ZeXzy's.